archives, and so it was against Temple. And Virginia Tech lost by 2 touchdowns in that game. Paul Palmer went off. Later, he was ruled ineligible because he had an agent already, and so they had to forfeit the game. But Bruce Arians was the head coach at Temple, a Virginia Tech alum, and Bill Dooley was the head coach for Virginia Tech. So that was Dooley's last year. They played in the Peach Bowl after that game, and they won over North Carolina State. Chris Kinzer, I'm sure you Virginia Tech fans will remember this. Hey, come with me. We're right near the tailgate section. We call it the tailgate show, right? So that's what we're doing. All right, coming through. All right, we're live, coming through. We just make this up as we go along. We're gonna work our way through. Hey, look at that, Connor. That's pretty sweet. I know you got to mess up your focus to get it, but that's pretty good. Hey, how are these selling?
Great.
Like
Almost
hotcakes?
done. Yeah, gone.
Do you have an interest in this game?
No.
He's here on business. All right, let's go through. All right, work your way through with me. Coming through. I'm looking for some ODU fans. You got one?
One here.
All right, we got it. What's your name?
Greg Kirby.
Greg, and you finished eating? Did you do this swig to knock it down? What do you got? Oh, okay.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Are we on the Facebook page here?
We're doing that Facebook Live right now. We're live, so watch your language. Hey, all right, we got more fans.
I'm a Georgia Bulldog.
She's a Georgia.
Go Dogs!
Go Dogs, Georgia Bulldogs.
Yes.
We got fans from everywhere here. Hey, what's going to happen today?
Today we're going to play a good game. Don't know if we'll be on the winning end, but we'll play good.
All right, hey, thanks, Greg. Let's.
We're Tech fans.
Hey, there's a Tech fan right here. Did you go to Tech? How'd you become a fan?
Of course I went to Tech.
What year?
I graduated in '95. I'm letting y'all know that.
What are you expecting today?
I hope they crush them. Route is what I understand is the term.
The Georgia Bulldog over here said route.
Go Dogs. My favorite person. Kick 'em, Dogs.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Hey, I want to talk about Virginia Tech a little bit more right here as we get going. They started this season on a Monday night game. They haven't had normalcy all year. They started with a Monday night game. They came back and then played William and Mary on a Saturday on a short schedule. So they're just trying to get back into the swing of things. Let's hear from Coach Fuente.
Excited about this game. Excited to get back on the field and, to head to the 757 area. We've got several kids, obviously, on our team that are from that area. It'd be good for them to get to go home. And we've got a tremendous amount of respect for the ODU program and the job Bobby's done there.
And more than the players, what about all the other interested parties in the Hampton Roads area who can't wait to get another up-close look at their Hokies?
Well, I think it's neat to kind of take our, for lack of a better term, take the band on the road here, to kind of reach out to our fan base and have a chance. We played in the D.C. area, the Northern Virginia last year. Now this year we get a chance to play in the 757. Those people have been fantastic fans, making that 4+ hour drive to come see us in Blacksburg. I think it's a great opportunity for us to come to them.
Hey, we're back. We're a little shaky. Did you feel the earth move there a little bit?
Just a little quick on the East Coast here.
I got Connor Rhiel with me now, 13 News Now, one of our favorites and a Virginia Tech alum. Hey, we need him to get the iPod over here to tell us if we have any viewers with any comments.
The people are talking. They're probably most confused about that random Georgia fan that decided to
there was a Georgia Bulldog. Has anybody commented yet?
All right, what do we got? We got a fight hard ODU, which is kind of like they know they're not going to win, but they want them to play.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
We're going to get this all day from the Hokie fan.
No, it's okay. We got to go Hokies. We got a lot of go Hokies. Sherry Woodward, with just a thumbs up, keeping it simple, knows we're doing a good job.
Is that Sherry Woodward?
That would be Sherry Woodward. Yes,
Sherry, hey, Sherry, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it. We also got Sam Martinez. More, please. Yes, we're going to be here till kickoff, Sam. We got you covered. We got Go ODU also from Sherry Woodward. She heard us. Thank you for sticking with us. We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
All right, so we'll get back to those in a minute. I want you to hand off the microphone to our first guest, who's not named Connor Rhiel or Brian Smith. It's another... It's the captain of the 2014. You'll get back here in a minute to interview Connor. Don't go far. Willie Burns with us. What was it, 2014 you were the team captain?
It was. I was lucky to lucky to get that nomination. It was pretty cool, pretty fun times.
So I know your time at Tech was cool, but your time at WVEC 13 News Now was maybe the highlight of your...
Oh, the best couple years of my life, honestly. I learned so much from my mentors right here. Brian Smith. Can't say I learned a ton from Connor. I learned what not to do, but he was fun laughs when we were working together.
What are you doing now?
Right now I'm in Nashville. I'm doing, going after the music career that I got going, so it's fun times, but I had to come back for this. I mean, this is the first time Tech's been in played ODU since I've been here, wanted to see it.
Are you going to sing for us? No.
I'm not warmed up. I'm not ready for it.
Connor, come over here. These guys are buddies, so I'll let Connor do some talking.
Okay.
Buddies is a strong word.
We're workplace acquaintances.
Yeah, at best.
And we're both Lakers fans.
Yeah, go Lakers, go LeBron, but also go Hokies.
Go Hokies too.
No offense to ODU, you're like a step sibling.
Right.
I support you, just not today.
In the least offensive way possible.
Yes.
In the least offensive way possible.
Of course.
Now, I got a question for you. Everybody talks about, for football players, the transition from college to the pros, but I think it's college to normal tailgating life that's tough, right?
It's been weird. It has been weird.
Now,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Talk to me.
Well, right now, I would be out there on the field getting warmed up, getting everything ready. We'd be running out pretty soon to get pumped for the game, but this is just like, which table do I go to? Which grill is for me? Which bun do I choose?
It's a whole nother beast.
Yeah,
it's a whole nother beast.
I'd say it's tougher.
How are your consumption abilities? Because I have not seen you put back very many meals. Are you struggling with the burgers and the beers out here?
I have worked all morning. I didn't eat it all because I want to be ready for this, honestly. I don't want to. I feel a little lightheaded right now, to be honest. The heat's getting to me.
Well, you look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So do you.
Now, as someone who's from the 757, do you know a lot of people that go to ODU, that went to ODU, that work for ODU?
I knew some people that went to ODU. Don't know too many people now because we're a little bit on the older side. But ODU, for real, I have always paid close attention to them. I'm always rooting for them. Just, not today.
Are you aggressive?
I'm aggressive at all times. I'm always coming at our opponent, especially ODU, just because, they're a little brother of sorts. They're going to have a tough time today. No offense again, but hey, you live and you learn.
And it looks like Scott Cash is itching to get back in here. Are you ready? You're good. You're enjoying this. I
got to get on with him.
He's coming for us.
All right, man. Hey, it's great to see you.
Of course.
Good luck today.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to get a private, you're going to sing to us privately later.
Absolutely.
Okay, sounds good. Good. That's what I was hoping.
Well, so he might have to suit up for the second half, or perhaps not.
Yeah. Does he have any eligibility left?
He didn't have any eligibility when he was here.
No, absolutely not.
There'll be an investigation after the show. Mm-hmm. So I talked about this being a really big game. I'm not so sure it's going to be a really close game. Right. So I guess, is this where we're doing our Hokie analysis?
Are we analyzing the Hokies?
Let me check my list.
Well, no, I wanted to talk about the megaphone.
Megaphone!
I specifically have a gripe with the megaphone.
What's your gripe with the megaphone?
Why would you put in the too close to call option? That's just giving him a cop-out.
It's very popular.
That's not, you can't do that.
What are we talking about? Right now we're at 86% saying Go Hokies are going to win by more than 4 touchdowns.
Which I think that line is way too low. Way too low. I think you got to pump that bad boy up.
Hey, the paparazzi was here.
What do we got? Taking pictures of us, taking pictures of you. It's a whole thing. But again, that option really gets to me. It's just a cop-out for the people that don't. If you vote too close to call, we're discounting and it doesn't count. It's not working. Sorry, Scott.
All right, so that's your megaphone. We'll come back. 13newsnow.com/vote. The question once again is, will Virginia Tech win by more than 4 touchdowns? And your answers were yes, Go Hokies, no, Tech still wins. Even though Connor doesn't like it, too close to call, or
you're just not gambling if you're doing too close to call.
Monarchs will pull a surprise. All right, we'll get back to that in a little bit. All right, now let's talk about the game a little bit from the Virginia Tech side. We've been a little Hokie heavy here early in the show, but I want you, Connor, to tell me what we're expecting today.
Well, it's hard to know what we're expecting. I mean, obviously we're expecting them to win by a sizable margin, but it's hard to know what exactly to expect from the Hokies at this point, period. They're coming off an unforced bye week because of Hurricane Florence, I guess a forced bye week. They beat Florida State, but now we have no idea how good Florida State actually is based on their last 2 weeks. And of course they crushed William & Mary, which they were supposed to do. So we really don't know how good the Hokies are. What we do seem to know is they actually have some talent at the skill positions. McGleese, Peoples, running the football. Damon Hazelton has lived up to the hype on the outside, and Josh Jackson has been good, if not needed, to throw the ball deep down the field. So I'm expecting a big win, but we don't know much about the Hokies in general.
All right, well, let's keep, I think we still have some video up there. If you guys could swap the camera here, because it's going to be Brian's turn here in a moment. It's a real professional operation.
You know, I just love, I love Facebook Live.
All right.
We just loose like that.
Brian, hey, follow me. We're going across the street again.
Do we get a chance to touch the board or whatever, like go tailgating?
I'm just worried about this cable locking up and we'll trip and fall and break our necks.
No, that's my camera. Yeah.
All right, that's a good deal.
Where are we going? This
way?
way?
Wait a minute, people. Wait a minute. You want to be on TV?
Oh,
We're
yeah.
live.
Hi.
What's your shirt say?
Yes.
Mine says Norfolk Academy Field Hockey State Champions.
State champ. Way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Was that you or your sister? Were you on that team?
Yes, I was on that team.
What year were you?
I'm a sophomore. This was last year.
That was last year. All right, so wait a minute. I'm looking for
I'm
Virginia
sensing
Tech.
no one here goes to Old Dominion. You're the ODU fan.
right,
Okay, we got to talk. Oh, you're an ODU. Wait a minute. There's conflict of interest here, isn't it? Or is it me? I mean, is it me?
Oh, okay. She's got the Virginia Tech shirt on, but she's rooting for the ODU.
Who you got?
Yeah.
Who you got?
All right, good deal. Hey, wait a minute. All right,
Okay.
we're going to move on. Back in the back there. Hey. Thanks, people. Thanks. Look, there seem to be a lot of Hokie fans here.
There is. Go Hokies.
Right.
Go Hokies.
Are you starting them early?
That's right. That's right.
What's your name? What's her name?
Her name's Charlotte. My name's Joe.
Hey, Joe. Where are you from?
Virginia Beach.
Did you go to Virginia Tech?
I did.
Oh, number 5. Well, you were number 5 because?
That's Tyrod Taylor.
So you think Tyrod Taylor will ever play another minute for after what happened the other night?
I hope so. I hope so. For the Browns.
For the Browns, yeah, you bet. All right, well, good luck today. Have fun.
Thank you.
All right, good. We're going to stay right here on the street. All right, we got some ODU fans.
We're about the people.
We're live. So watch you.
I'm going to go out on a limb. You're supporting Old Dominion.
Yeah.
That's for starters. I guess too. You like your chances today.
ODU, I don't know. I think Tech's going to bring it home.
It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a really tough game.
ODU will win.
Is this a divided house?
Yeah.
We had one son of each. One graduated from Tech, one graduated from ODU. So it's like, yeah, got to root for both.
How long you two been married?
32.
Yeah.
Wow. and still together despite the conflict.
Oh, yeah.
I know, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got to keep it going.
How do you make it work?
I do what she tells me to. He did
My
what?
man. My man.
All right, we got another couple behind us. Hey, come on over here. We want to talk.
Come on down.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, we're live.
Facebook Live.
What's your name?
Michelle Muller.
Hey, Michelle.
Cleveland Muller.
So I'm guessing you guys are married?
Yes.
How long?
2 years.
Wow. Oh, we got a little help. We had to get a
Whoa.
little help on that one.
The husband's off the hook this time.
Yes. How long have you been ODU fans?
2 years. 2 years.
What? Oh, your son plays?
Yes.
Yes.
I missed it. Your last name is what?
Muller.
Oh, okay, very good. Have fun.
All right.
There we go.
There it is,
Yes,
number
yes.
65, ready to roll today.
Yeah.
All right, great. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
22 years.
Wow.
22 years.
Don't you
All right.
love?
Yeah, that's great stuff.
Beautiful.
All right, Brian, hey, we're to the part of the show where we're going to talk a little bit more about ODU here. It's your turn to do a little bit of analysis of what we're expecting from ODU today and what's been happening for the whole year for ODU.
Well, for starters, we had mentioned earlier they're 0-3. They're 0-3 right now at this stage of the game. They've struggled. I was at practice earlier this week, speaking with several players, and they still feel good about themselves in spite of the circumstances. I did ask whether or not, hey, how are you guys mentally when it comes to this side of this point in the season? They feel like there's no, I guess the term panic is in.
Right.
So they feel comfortable. It felt like a very casual, regular practice this week. So they're in good spirits about going into a game like this.
What are you thinking about the quarterback, Stephen Williams?
He's still growing.
Yeah,
I think
he's 18 years old.
People forget, he came in as a 17-year-old, now 18. He's going through the growth process. That first year to the second year, nobody knows anything about you your freshman year. You come in as a sophomore, now everybody knows about you, and now you have to adjust to those circumstances. Can he do that compared to what it was a year ago?
Lala Davis, the freshman, stepped in at running back last week. He's from Lynchburg. He was actually recruited by Virginia Tech, ended up at ODU. We're kind of liking him.
Yes, yeah, steady. And that's what Tech has been throughout this whole process under Justin Fuente is a steady situation when it comes to the Hokies.
All right, so you mentioned the 0-3 start. Really, it was the easiest part of their schedule.
Yeah.
And they're 0-3. The schedule really ramps up from here on out, at least the next 4 or 5 weeks. But we asked the question to the team. We asked Coach right away, and the first thing we saw him this week, I asked Coach, is it time to push the panic button?
No, for us, Scott, it's all about we've got to fix Old Dominion right now. We played, particularly the last 2 weeks, we played really good football in segments of the game. We've got to put together 4 quarters of football this week.
There's a saying that's going around the team, tough times don't last, tough people do. So that's kind of what we're trying to embrace as a team, is that we got to be mentally tough and just keep on powering through.
The mental mindset is to focus on us and focus on the details of the game and just playing football. Just focus on the game plan, the scheme, and doing it.
I feel like we got a real good team. Like we just got to learn how to finish more. So no panic at all.
We're just trying to work harder and execute, play a full 4 quarters, and see what happens at the end. Last 3 games, we come up, you make a couple mistakes, we die down a little bit throughout the game, and then we're playing high and we're playing low.
All right, so that was all the talk about the panic mode. I've got Aaron Rouse with me here. Aaron, of course, played at Virginia Tech, star on that defense, a real leader on that defense, and then got drafted by the Packers in 2007?
Yes, sir.
3rd round?
Yes, sir.
What are you expecting to happen today?
Well, I expect for a solid young defense to go out there, play consistent football, and really show their improvement from week 1 to week 2. I know we didn't play last week, but this is where it's so tough to get back on the field after a week off.
Let me ask you what else is tough. Is it tough getting up for a game against a team that you're a 4-touchdown favorite? I know it's player talk when you're there, but you're not playing anymore.
Not at all. You talk about this game here in Hampton Roads, first time meeting here in Hampton Roads playing ODU in front of your home crowd. A lot of players from Virginia Tech are from here, so it's not tough at all. A lot of family members here. We just want to go out there and be consistent. Be consistent and put out a good work out there on the field.
Hokies, depending on which poll you look at, we'll go with the AP poll, number 10 in the country. Are they that good?
They are, but you don't look at polls. You take it 1 week at a time. You remain consistent, and you want to improve each and every week. I think the hardest thing is having that week off last week,
right?
And now you're back on the field. You just want to make sure that your players didn't get too relaxed and can steady get right back into the flow of the season.
Does it upset you that we have the ODU Monarch bus just roll by behind us?
It doesn't at all. I'm proud that we brought this rivalry here to Hampton Roads. It's great for our region here, and it's also great for our community. And you talk about the players we put out there from Norfolk, Virginia, and for 757. It's good for our community all the way around. I look at it like big brothers about to beat up on a little brother. So
all brothers, but we're all brothers,
yeah,
right?
We're all brothers. That's right.
Hey, Aaron, thanks for joining us.
Thanks again.
Appreciate it. Still got that player hat on. I guess I'll hand this mic off. Thanks, Aaron. Hey, Thomas, come on in here. Thomas DeMarco, have a microphone while you're here.
All right, here we go.
All right, we got Thomas DeMarco here. Of course, Thomas, you were team captain for 3 years for ODU?
That's correct, yeah.
All right, first quarterback the team school ever known. You were here at the beginning of the program. What was it like playing at that time?
It was awesome. I mean, there's a lot of energy when you first came out. We used to do this thing called the Monarch Walk, where we got to see all the fans before we got onto the field for practice. There's a lot of buzz. Now that I'm back on staff, trying to hear the history of how many times we tried to get the football team started, and I was fortunate to be part of the time where I didn't have to work on getting it started. It already was going to happen. So it was a lot of exciting things that happened during that time.
So Thomas is back now with the ODU Athletic Foundation as part of the development director. You're raising funds for the athletic department? Is that what
Absolutely,
you're doing?
yeah.
How's that going?
I love it. Trying to raise money for all student athletes, something I'm passionate about. I was a product of what I'm trying to raise money for, and it's an easy conversation to have.
So let's talk about the stadium a little bit. We got big things happening with the stadium. Talk to us a little bit about that.
We're going to try and build a new facility that we're very proud of. It's going to be a new home and a new visitor side. We're going to try and get it done in about 9 months. So last game of the season is going to be November 17th. We're going to go ahead and knock it down starting the 18th and have it ready before next year for August 31st game against Norfolk State.
Norfolk State, what date?
August 31st.
That's 9 months. A lot of action is going to be happening, right?
Absolutely.
But this is a great old building, though. I mean, but it obviously needs some work.
Historical landmarks, we want to make sure we stay here, but the biggest thing is trying to make sure we have a better fan experience, a lot of new amenities, and things that we're proud of moving forward.
All right, let's talk about the game a little bit today. A team, let's say you're back quarterback in the team again, and you're a 4-touchdown underdog. I mean, going again with that, looking at you in the face, what's your attitude going in?
Just trying to visualize positive plays, go over what you went over the week prior and the week now. It's a big game. Every week's a big game. You try and make sure you pay attention to things you can control. You can't control what Vegas says is going to happen. You just got to go out there and do what you can.
You also, you can't control the fans, but it's going to be quite an atmosphere today, don't you think?
Absolutely. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of tailgate lots. I spent a little bit of time in here for that. The biggest thing is people are excited to be here. It's a big deal for us to have Virginia Tech come into town. We signed a great contract with them to change, go into their house, our house. It's good for our community. It's something that we're looking forward to.
Yeah, we mentioned it before, 2022 to 2031.
Yep.
So is it every other year back here?
I believe we're going to take a 2-year period off, but we're going to exchange back and forth.
Okay, so there'll be plenty more games back here.
Absolutely.
In the new facility.
Yeah.
So your whole experience here at ODU, what did it mean to you?
It's kind of hard to explain because when I was a student athlete, I was just trying to win games and be part of something special, and we were very proud of the start that we had. Now as a young professional trying to do it again as trying to raise money for the future years to come, there's a point of pride for that as well. So it's a fun time to be part of ODU football and ODU sports and moving the university in the right direction.
All right, hey, thanks. Appreciate it a lot. Good luck today.
Thank you.
And good luck with the job as well, and Foreman Field. You can hand that microphone off to him. Brian, you can stay over there for a second. I think we're going to check in on Megaphone here. Time for a little, which is our voting thing. We check, see what you're voting. And last we checked, it was the question was, will Virginia Tech win by more than 4 touchdowns? Last time we checked with the voting, it was a landslide that yes, they would win by more than 4 touchdowns, and we're still going that way. We have another guest, Chris Jennings, in the house. Chris Jennings is president of the Tidewater Area Booster. What's your official name?
I'm the president of the Virginia Tech Alumni Association Tidewater chapter.
All right. Well, we were close.
Yeah.
I could have guessed Virginia Tech.
Yeah. Well, you know, and yeah.
So you have a lot of excitement going on. Well, I want to show you the people. Let's show and hear what you were a part of just moments ago. Let's take a look and listen. All right, so that was part of the excitement. Why don't you tell us what was going on over at the tailgate quarter?
So it was one of the most exclusive tickets around here, actually, besides the game ticket. We were holding our Tidewater Hokie tailgate. We were hosting all the Hokies in the area. There's over 7,427 alumni just in our area.
What was that again?
7,427 alum in Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, and Portsmouth. But we were playing host to Hokies all the way from Northern Virginia, Richmond, all the way Roanoke. We're hosting, so we wanted to welcome everybody here and give them a place to come and hang out and tailgate.
So it was more than just the tailgate, though. Did you have a lot going on the whole week?
We did. So there's a lot of work that goes into putting on an event like that, and ODU has been really working with us to make this a great event, and we appreciate everything they did for us because we love to be able to showcase anything Hokie here in Tidewater. And when the Hokies, you know, this is a once, you know, it hadn't happened in a long time. So we knew it was going to be a great event, and we're just excited to be here.
What does it mean to you, to your booster club area, just to have this event, to have these two teams playing each other?
It's really special. I mean, you know, anytime the Hokies come to town, we get excited, and it's just a great time. I mean, we got a beautiful day. We're tailgating. We're playing cornhole. I mean, we're in our element. You know.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Scott,
appreciate
thank
it.
you so much.
Good luck in the game. Why don't you hand that off to Connor here? What we got? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Tiara, come here a second. I want to bring in our producer because
oh yeah, a little bit of airtime for TT. Come on, don't be shy.
She's ready. So let me guess what school you went to.
Virginia
What
Tech.
Year, man? No, we're not.
2009, something like that. Yeah, right
something like 2009. All right, time for a Facebook update. We're checking on more comments, Connor, if you can see them.
We got someone coming from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
He said, hey, I'm in Las Vegas. Someone tell me the score. Yeah, okay. That'll be later. We'll hook you up with that.
Texas.
Hokie family coming in from Texas. One person just commented, let's roll Hokies. That's a mix-up of things. I don't think that's the saying. Go Hokies, go Hokies. A lot of Hokie fans watching our Facebook Live. That's because all the ODU fans are here. They're out here, I think.
Oh, I got you. They're all here.
That's what's happening. Yeah. But no, all over the country. We got people coming in. We got my team already crushed Illinois last week. Penn State. So we got some guy talking about Penn State. We got Georgia lady over there who thinks she's in a different state. It's chaos out here. It's pandemonium.
Hey, Tiara, thanks for the guest appearance.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Go Hokies.
I love that.
I've noticed something, Scott.
What's that?
I noticed Aaron Rouse, Chris Jennings, Tierra, all the coolest people are wearing their shades for the interviews. So I'm going to go ahead and suit up there.
Oh, that's good. You got your shades on now?
I'm ready to go now. Here we go.
This whole experience, Virginia Tech 2-0, Old Dominion 0-3. Foreman Field, 82 years old. You know how many people it holds? 20,116.
Wow, that's impressive.
Lane Stadium. Oh, Tierra knew how many Lane Stadium held. You went to many games there, didn't you?
That I did. Me and 65,999 other people.
Excellent. 66,000 people will fit in Lane Stadium. This will be the smallest crowd Virginia Tech has played in front of since they played at Temple a couple years ago when they jammed 12,000 people into the stadium. And I'm just checking to see what we got next. Oh, we're talking about the players in the 757 area. There are 38 from, when you figure both teams.
Makes sense.
24 from Old Dominion, 14 from Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, Hezekiah Grimsley. We want to hear from Ricky Walker, who talks about the fact that they were off last weekend, and actually that was okay with him.
I think we needed it. As far as our growth as a team, and me personally, to get healthy, came at the perfect time. The more I sit back and think about it, the more excited I get to play. Finally get to get some Tidewater air.
He's the guy that comes to work every day that you know what you're going to get from Ricky Walker, and you know what he's going to demand from his teammates because that's what he's going to do every day.
All right, hey, wait a minute, Connor, wait a minute. We got more ODU fans here. Low and last shot, come here.
Don't be shy now, don't be shy now.
All right, so come here, you guys too. You're on, where are you from?
Roanoke, Virginia.
So wait a minute, are you an ODU fan?
Yes, but also Tech.
All right, you got them both covered.
I do. My husband is from Tech.
Do you have an extra reason to be here today?
I do. Actually, the freshman quarterback for ODU is from my high school, which my children played basketball and football with him. And his name is Jonah Fitzgerald. So I'm going to tell you that he's a little nugget for you guys.
All right, hey, we got the word first. Jonah Fitzgerald.
Yes. You need to stay on guard for him. You need to watch him and support him.
We will. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Go, Jonah.
I knew we'd get her on.
Go, Jonah. Thank you.
You guys good? Hey, you have any food left over there?
What you got there?
You got some wings left over? It's the end of the show.
Is that ranch or blue cheese?
It's the end of the show, man.
It's Jonah Fitzgerald. Remember that name.
Jonah Fitzgerald.
Up and coming, baby.
Hey, all right, thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So you're... Oh, man, I thought I got something on my shirt. That would have been good.
As long as it's ranch and not blue cheese.
Your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. One, I'd like to shout out Mom and Dad. How you doing? My dad's actually a professor at ODU, and I went to Virginia Tech, so I will be talking trash after this win. But my final thoughts, I think this is fantastic for both schools. It's going to help both schools with recruiting. It's going to help both schools with publicity. I think it's great. Regardless of the final score, I think it's a great thing.
All right, one final check on our vote that we had going on. We want to check in and see what that looks like. The question was, will Virginia Tech win by more than 4 touchdowns? And do we have a percentage of 70% say the Hokies will? I was going to say cover the spread, but we don't want to talk about betting here.
Oh, they're absolutely going to cover the spread.
They're absolutely going to cover.
I put your entire next paycheck on them covering the spread. So I think we're good.
Oh, I got some on you.
Come on.
All right, I'd lick it off.
It is ranch. It is ranch. We're fine.
It's good.
Fine. What was the percentage for too close to call?
Too close to call
It better be 0. Okay, thank you. I would like to thank the viewing public
2%.
for hearing what I have to say. 2%.
We want to thank Willie Byrne, Chris Jennings, Thomas DeMarco, Aaron Rouse, Brian Smith, Connor Rhiel with the, what did you say, ranch?
Ranch. If that was blue cheese, I would have thrown a tantrum.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll have this game covered for you. Brian and I and Connor will have all this for you on the late show tonight on 13 News Now. Thanks for joining us as I'm pointing with my chicken wing. Thanks for joining us on our Facebook Live. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Connor.
Hey, thank you, Scott Cash. Somebody thank Scott Cash out here. Thank you, Scott Cash. There we go.
Bye.